here from Mighty Lancer Games, and today we're just going to do a little video talking about this, the Army Painter wet palette. So it occurred to me just the other day that we've been selling these for getting on for about a year in the shop, but I've never actually used one myself. I've been using one of these, and everyone tells me how fantastic they are, and we thought we'd have a go with one. So what we're going to do is we're going to unwrap it so you can see what comes inside it, and then we're going to have a little go on camera so we can give you our thoughts and opinions about how good this product really is. So this is the wet palette, and we're going to rip this bad boy open and see what's inside. So you get the Army Painter system painting guide, their tool catalogue, I think that is, tool and assembly safety guide. Okay, so we can look at those. What's this? So that's a little catalogue that tells you what other products they do, and then these must be the hydro pad things, and they're the sheets. Alright, and a little card that says, "Thank you. Is anything wrong? If it is, contact us and we'll sort it out." And that tells you what the full range of the Army Painter paints is, and how to use them, shaking them up, and what to do with the pigments and things. That's quite handy. Okay, so hydro sheets, things, that's those, and then this is the item itself. So what's going on there? Sticky pad to stop it rubbing. So you get a strap that's supposed to hold it tight. That feels like a little leathery pad on there. Army Painter embossed on there, and then black. I was expecting it to be red. Ah, it's red inside. So that's the tray for you to keep your brushes and bits and pieces in. Lid, and then that's the base. So I guess we need to read the instructions and find out how we put it together and what we do. Okay, so we've got our wet palette, we've put our hydro foam in the bottom, so we're going to add some water to that, and then we're going to put the hydro sheet on top. So we'll just show you how to set this guy up. Okay, so we apply some water around there. Might need a little bit more, so you've got to make sure that it's all wet with just a little bit of surface water on the top. Ooh. Maybe not like that. Let's get that guy over there. So, okay, I think that might be about right. Nicely damp, all wet through. Then we take our hydro sheet and we put that in on top. Make sure it's all layered out. Might roll up a little bit at the edges. Don't worry about that. So long as you've got a little bit of surface water accumulating, as you can see there. And then we're ready to go. So this is designed to keep your brushes, so we'll put that out of the way, and the lid, we'll get that out of the way as well. And then we're going to try painting on this with some Reaper dropper bottle paints. So we're going to go with some Witchcraft Purple from our selection of Reaper paints. And we're going to put just a little drop of this on there, and then we're going to get some brushes and we're going to put it on a miniature. Okay, so we've got our Tau Stealth Suit miniature here and our Witchcraft paint, so we're just going to put a little bit of that in the corner here. Oh, that's too much paint, that's too much paint. Try not to do that. Okay, so we're going to use a Humbrol Coloro brush, available at Mighty Lancer Games. Humbrol Coloro brush. These are a very affordable but good quality paintbrush. And then we're going to get some of this paint. We're just going to mix it with a little bit of this surface water to get a nice smooth paint. This is definitely too much paint. You want to get less paint than this on your wet palette. Okay, and then we're going to use some of this on this guy's shoulder pad, and we're going to see what that's like. So when you're putting paint on your paintbrush, one tip to always be aware of is never get paint too far up the bristles of the brush. It wants to be about halfway up the bristles. If it gets into the ferrule, I believe it's called, the metal bit, if it gets into the metal bit, you've gone too far and you're going to wreck your paintbrush, and you need to get that washed out really quick. So just try and get paint about halfway up the bristles on your paintbrush, and your paintbrushes will last longer. I'm just going to paint that on there. So these guys have been undercoated with Alien Purple Army Painter Spray. There we go. So I'm going to wait for that to dry, and then we'll come back and we'll give it another thin coat in a little while. So what we're also going to show you is how fantastic these are for doing a bit of wet blending. So I've got some orange on here, some burning orange, and then we're going to mix it together. So just, you can drag it into each other like that, and then you'll be able to take your paint from across the spectrum of colour that you've created there, and obviously that's going to stay wet for definitely a good week or so, if not longer, right, to give you a good range of colours for you to do your shading with. Okay, and then we'll just get some of that on there, and you can get a really good wet transition of colour across the shoulder pad. So this is a really great product. So this is going to save you a lot of paint from drying out while you're in a prolonged painting session. It's going to enable you to do a few techniques you might not previously been able to do with the standard dish or tile or whatever you may have been using before. Looks like a really great product. Don't put this much paint on like I have. That'll obviously come with practice, and then just goes back together dead simple. Clip that on, put paintbrushes in there, stick the lid on, get this strap back around the outside, and then put it in your bag, and away you go.